Hello, everybody. Welcome to Now More Than Ever. This is a show where we bring you two positive stories every single day and also filled it with some bonus stories for you. But today is an important milestone because today is episode 21 of Now More Than Ever. That means we've completed 3 weeks of bringing you two positive stories a day every single day for the last 21 days. So that is episode 21. Please join in, let your friends and family and colleagues know about the show. We will get started in a few seconds with our first story. But before that, just put those phones out, message your friends, message your family members, come in and join the show. It's now more than ever. We have featured 42 change makers and champions across the country whose heartwarming stories inspire us every day. And I'd love to know which story has been the most memorable one for you. Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to use the hashtag now more than ever so that we can find your comments. So do let us know which was your best favorite story, a story that you really loved in the last 21 episodes that we've done of Now More Than Ever. Now, talking about champions, we are living in a time of drastic climate change when each of us, with simple actions, can actually make a big difference to the environment. By composting our waste, avoiding single-use plastic, repairing and reusing the things we own, every choice we make can actually make us environmental heroes. And so today's first story is about a man who is so dedicated to the green cause that he built his home to have as small a carbon footprint as possible. And let me actually tell you what I am talking about. This is a story about Asham's Ravi. Now, before Asham's Ravi thought of his dream house, by the way, that you see in the video, that's his home. He's a Kerala architect who built a green home in 4 months. And while we'll of course show you pictures of the house, we also have Asham's on the show joining us in a few moments. But before I get him, here's what he wanted to do with his dream home. When he thought about his dream home, he thought about the environment. And that is why this Thiruvananthapuram based architect built his entire home using eco-friendly materials and techniques. For instance, the house is built using very little cement because cement has a very large carbon footprint. Instead, he used locally available materials such as bamboo, mud, lime, coconut tree trunks, terracotta, and cow dung. The doors and bricks were actually sourced from demolition sites. Recycled bottles were used to make lampshades. 90% of the materials used to build this house are recycled. And he made use of the natural slope of the land so as to avoid destroying the ecology and to have a house, a home that is in sync with nature. In fact, he's even built around a big mahogany tree, which is now part of the home. Ashams has also used building techniques that require less material. For example, one technique he used creates hollow spaces within walls and requires 30% fewer bricks. I'm going to quickly show you how his home looks like. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Asham's eco-friendly house that he built using mostly sustainable materials. This is how it looks from the outside, and this is a view from the bedroom. Fantastic, fantastic architecture and such a wonderful feeling to be a part of this home. And now we are gonna get Ashams to come in and join us. Hi Ashams.
Hi, Diman.
Welcome to the Now More Than Ever show by the Better India. Really glad to have you part of this.
Thank you so much.
Ashams,
Pleasure.
lovely house. We've been sharing pictures. We've written about everything that you're doing, right? And I would really love to get more insight about this from you. So my first question to you is that what I understand is that 90% of the materials used in your house are recycled. How did you make this possible?
You were explaining the introduction, like all the materials have footprints, like carbon footprints, right?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to reduce all the carbon footprint because we are not only going to live in the world, we have to just save some resources for our next generation, right?
Right.
So that's why I just wanted to construct a building with all the recycled materials. So I just don't want to hurt the nature, right?
Wonderful. Okay. So it's more from that perspective of wanting to save these materials for the future rather than keep creating new things. Um, that's a fantastic thought. Really, very noble, very noble. And uh, help me understand this. Right? How can people like I'm not an architect. How can ordinary people like us think of planning a house like this in a way that respects nature? How should we go about?
Okay. Like once I did my home, the people from or in and around from Trivandrum used to visit my house, and we got almost 5 to 6 clients who want to build in the same kind of architecture style. So even ordinary people want to construct such kind of construction, but
Right.
they are not having proper awareness regarding the sustainable buildings.
Yeah.
And moreover, the people think the sustainable buildings are very expensive, but you can just have in very cost effective manner also.
Mm-hmm.
So
Got
we are
it.
getting more clients to do the same kind of building.
That's very good to know that more people actually are reaching out to you to make these kind of buildings. Quick question: Are you sitting in that house right now as you're speaking to us?
Yeah, I am
Wow.
in. Yeah.
Okay. Lovely, lovely. And can you list out some of the eco-friendly materials that you have used in this to build this green home?
Yeah, actually, I already told you it's almost all the materials are recycled.
Yeah.
So like the country burn bricks, okay, then the
Right.
bamboo.
Right.
Bamboo is a renewable material.
Yeah.
So you can have bamboo in the next. If you are harvesting bamboo in this year, you can harvest the next bunch of bamboos in the next 5 years.
Right.
So it is a renewable material, right?
Right.
So it actually secures its carbon. So we are not releasing the carbon into the nature. We are just storing the carbon in the bamboo, and we are just taking it for construction. And you know one thing, like bamboo can last up to 80 to 90 years if you are treating it properly.
Okay. Wow. Oh,
Even like
wow.
you know that the concrete buildings can just go up to 35 years. After that, we need some maintenance work for the concrete slab, etc. Right? You can see
Right.
the cracks, everything.
Right.
And even we have used the recycled steel for the handrails, the timber, all the timbers and the joinery, the windows and doors are reused actually from
Got it.
different buildings.
Got it. Yeah, I read that
Yeah.
you would
Mm.
actually visit these demolition sites and
Yeah.
and get the doors and windows from there and reuse them here.
Yeah.
And there was also this whole thing about this this technique called hollow spaces, right, within walls,
Yeah. Yeah.
which apparently requires 30% lesser bricks.
Yes.
How can you give us some more information about this?
Yeah. It is a technology called Ratra bond.
Ratra bond.
Yeah,
Uh,
Ratra bond.
okay.
It was introduced to India by the master architect Lawrence Wilford Baker, commonly known as Laurie Baker.
Okay.
So he introduced it in India. Actually, it was used in England in the earlier days. So it can save up to 30 years, 30 can save up to 30 percentage of materials. And like it is having a cavity between the walls,
Okay. Okay.
like the hollow space you said. So
Got it.
if there is a solid substance, the heat can transfer easily, right?
Mm-hmm.
When there is a cavity, the heat can transfer easily. So
Hmm.
the temperature, there will be more thermal comfortable in these kind of buildings.
Wow.
Wherever we use these kind of techniques, there will be more thermal comfortable. Like
Got it.
comparing to conventional building, it will be like 2 to 3 degrees Celsius lesser in our home.
Wow. That is a huge difference in terms of temperature. Like, so I'm guessing this would be like cooler in summer than other buildings, and probably in winter you'll
Yeah.
be warmer, right?
Yes. Yes.
Because the cold also can't kind of penetrate so
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
That's lovely, lovely. And there's this general myth which I don't subscribe to, but a lot of people who have had conversations feel that they usually believe that a sustainable home must be uncomfortable to live in. what would you tell them?
See, it depends upon the mindset. Usually, people want a luxury kind of building, right?
Yeah.
So, sustainable buildings will be very much comfortable. You don't need to depend upon any artificial kind of energy like AC or fan. Very minimal use of fan you need when you come to an sustainable building.
Right.
So, like, yeah, when you see like in the when the life runs once you are done hello
Hello.
yeah
Yeah.
uh,
Sorry, lost you there.
once you're done with your home,
Yeah.
the expense like the electricity charges, the water charges, everything will be high when you use AC, fans, and everything, right?
Right.
So when you are having sustainable building, you just don't need to depend upon the artificial energy like the electricity,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So we can use very less energy for sustainable buildings actually.
Got
So
it.
it is not so it is not expensive like the commercial like the conventional buildings actually.
Got it. Got it. Fantastic, Ashrams. This is such an amazing eye opener for us, especially when you see our cities and it's just concrete buildings using concrete and glass everywhere. This is such a lovely way to build a building which is in harmony with our environment. So thank you so much for joining in and sharing this with us. We, for instance, can't get enough of your home, and we'd love to, of course, come someday, come and visit your
Yeah,
house.
sure, sure.
Thank you so much for doing what you do, and thank you for joining us.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Um, so we will basically now go back to seeing some of the photos of Ashram's house, and this is the room. As you can see, it just looks so beautiful and so earthy. And then there is this is the view of the house, and this is exactly how it looks from the outside. As you can see, a lot of greenery, very earthy. What a lovely, lovely architecture. That was Ashrams Ravi, our first story of the day. And do let us know what you think of it. Please give in your comments. Loy says, are you part of a national organization? Loy, we will check with him. An absolutely great idea, including the hollow wall concept. I think that's such a lovely concept. Keeping the walls hollow so that the heat doesn't kind of go through. So during summers, it's actually a lot cooler than the other buildings all around. Dana, we just did a walk through the house as you requested. We showed you the bedroom. We showed you how the house looks from outside. What a lovely initiative by Ashrams Ravi. Now, before I move on to the next story, which is again super inspiring, we've been seeing that a lot of our police personnel are out there on the roads trying to make sure that things are fine, trying to help out senior citizens. And we have one such amazing, heartwarming video of a team of police personnel going and visiting a senior citizen in Panchkula. Take a look.
क्या नाम है सर आपका? हाँ हाँ जी,
मेरा नाम करण पुरी है। मैं अकेला रहता हूँ, सीनियर सिटीजन हूँ। सुन लिख लो।
हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, हैप्पी बर्थडे, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू। लो सर, केक काटिए।
अब मैं आपको क्या ऑफर करूँ? मेरा बच्चे बाहर लेके मैं अकेला रहता हूँ।
कोई बात ना सर, आपकी फैमिली हम भी, ऐसी बात थोड़ी है।
तभी तो
आपके बच्चे हैं सर, आपके बच्चे। अंकल जी कोई नहीं।
आइए अंकल, प्लीज आइए,
आओ, अंकल।
केक कटिंग करो,
कैप
कैप लगा के।
कोई बात ना अंकल जी, कोई बात नहीं।
Thank you. You made my day.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear uncle.
Happy birthday to you.
What an amazing gesture to make that person a senior citizen who's staying alone, going and wishing him on his birthday, and such overwhelming feelings there. I can only imagine how wonderful this the person must have felt. That was the Panchkula police meeting Karan Puri. I still can't get over it. It's amazing. What a lovely warm gesture. Now, for those of you joining in, we are a show called Now More Than Ever. Now More Than Ever brings you positive stories every single day at 7 p.m. on Facebook. So please, please, please tell your friends, tell your family to join in the show. We need a lot of positivity and we need to spread a lot of positivity. We are now going to get into our second story. And our second story for today. So the first story was from Kerala. You saw Asham's beautiful house, completely eco-friendly, and we had Asham's on the show. Our second story for today is about S. Veena, who is a Corona warrior based in Bengaluru. Now, while most of us are locked indoors, Veena, who is a transgender activist, is out on the streets distributing rations in her neighborhood. And why is this important? Because of the scale. Every day, Veena goes door to door distributing ration and sometimes even cooked food to over 500 households in her neighborhood. That is Veena, and she is providing free meals and of course a lot of strength to her community, to the neighborhood. Every day, like I said, she goes door to door distributing this, but many residents in the area where she stays are actually daily wage workers, domestic helpers, and street hawkers. In fact, many of them are the transgender community who are also among those hardest hit by the lockdown. She cooks and distributes over 50 kgs of rice every day, so none of them go hungry. Funds for Veena's really brave work come from various NGOs, including Swaraj Abhiyan and the Solidarity Foundation. You can read more about Veena's work and how you can help her in the link provided along with this video. So do read that. In fact, even local restaurants are supporting her by donating food parcels. That is Veena, who is working on the streets, helping out the entire neighborhood by providing over 50 kgs of food every day. What an outstanding initiative by Veena. Today, Veena's work has actually motivated so many more other people in the neighborhood that many locals have come together, joined her on these food distribution drives, and applauded her efforts. We appreciate and applaud what Veena is doing for the neighbors in the city of Bangalore, giving out food and helping out those who are stranded the most. Just want to highlight again that many residents in her area are daily wage workers, domestic helpers, transgenders, street hawkers, some of the most vulnerable, hardest hit communities, hardest hit by this lockdown. So that is our second story of the day. I hope you've enjoyed both the stories. This is a show called Now More Than Ever, where we bring you, as you guessed it, 2 positive stories every single day. I personally loved the video we also showed you of the police personnel in Panchkula helping out and meeting a senior citizen on his birthday. What a lovely gesture that was. Thank you very much for watching. Please let us know what do you think of the show. Give us your comments in the feedback below. Leave your comment, give us your suggestions. Let us know what are the kind of stories you would like us to bring to you. And we will be back again tomorrow on the same channel, Now More Than Ever. Keep watching and keep spreading positivity. Thank you.